Hello and welcome to day 11 of the Simplify Your Life series. You should know the gig by now, but if you don't, check out this link up here, which is the introduction to this series, and I'll also put it in the description box below. Today we are looking at decluttering decor. Have nothing in your house that you do not know to be useful or deem to be beautiful. William Morris, and how true that is. Are you keeping things in your house just because you got it a very long time ago, but it's there out of habit? And this is going to be a bit of a trickier thing to focus on today. It's not your typical declutter. This is going to be something that you're going to have to ask yourself different questions about, because you can't just say to yourself, has this got a purpose? Because decor items is all about choice, all about things that you like and personal taste. So there's only one way that we can find out if these items in our home are things that we truly love, and that is by going and following step 1. Gather all the items from around your home and put them in one place so you can really focus on those items and look at them for what they are and not just see them in different places out of habit. So, to give you an idea of the things that you want to be going and looking for, lamps that you don't use on a regular basis, string lights, ornaments, vases, wall hangings, photo frames, posters, prints, decorative boxes, candles, plants that are real or artificial, any holiday trinkets, fridge magnets, and any other items that you can think of that are just there for decorative purposes. I've gone through the whole house and gathered all the items that I could possibly get into one space, which is down here. And there is a couple of things that I have left on the walls, and I'm just going to explain why. I've got this memo board by my desk, which I know I want to keep because I love it, so that's staying where it is. In our bedroom, I have this little Tinkerbell thing at the very top there, and I can't reach it, but I know I'm not going to get rid of that, so that is staying as well. Downstairs on our shelving units, we have some photos in frames of our family members, and also a framed picture that Derek took when we were out walking one day, which I absolutely love. But that I am wanting to put on this wall. Now, all these pictures up here are photographs that I've taken from my travels. Let me just move out a little bit so I can show you better. And I don't like them anymore. I don't like dusting them. I don't like how it makes me feel. So I want to get rid of them all and replace them with a picture from that shelving unit over there. Now, the reason why I'm not taking all these off the wall at the moment is because of the current situation with COVID-19. We are not able to leave the property for anything other than essential items. And going to a shop to get some plaster or paint is not an essential thing at the moment. So these are staying on because what I don't want to be left with is a load of holes in the wall, because I remember when I nailed all the nails in, I made a little bit of a mess of the plaster underneath. So they're just staying on temporarily for now. And then what we will do is take them all off, fill in all the holes, repaint the wall, and then put Derek's photograph back on the wall. And I just think that'll look much tidier and a lot more simple, because to me it's just so much clutter. Half of them are wonky, and the amount of dust that gathers on the top of these pictures, it is just not worth my time and energy. And all these photographs I have got stored on my hard drive on my website, so I can see them when I want to by looking on there instead. I have also got these 2 ornaments on the wall in the lounge, which I'm not removing because I know I want to keep those. And here we have it, all the items from all around the house that's classed as decor. We have got plush toys, we have got ornaments and sentimental items, candle related items. I have got some holiday mementos, a clock, candles again, some signs, Harry Potter things, something that was hanging in the kitchen, postcards that were pinned up, some little things that used to hang on the window. And also I have got an oil burner and 2 plants as well. There's a great quote I read that said the space in which we live, it should be for the person that we're becoming now, not for the person that we were in the past. So what we want to do now is go through and look at all these items and see if we really love them. So step 2. What you want to do is go through all the items and see if you truly love it, truly want it to be in your life still. Now, don't forget, during this process, what we're asking ourselves is, does this support the life that we're trying to create? Decide what you love, go through the items, choose what you want to keep. To help you, I will put some more questions on the screen to ask yourself as you're going through this process. Do you love it? Does it make you happy? Does it go with your style? Are they just there out of habit? Don't forget when going through all your things, this isn't about living with less. It's about making room for more, making room for all the things that you love in your life and being able to see them and free up that space to have everything around you that you enjoy. It's not about owning X number of things, it's about owning things that you love. And when you're going through your items, one thing that I'm finding is that I'm holding on to things and it's giving me so much joy and happiness. And I know full well then that that item is staying in my life because it makes me happy. If I hold an item that I'm thinking, I'm not sure, then it obviously doesn't. So be ruthless as you're going through your items and just discard anything to one side that just doesn't bring you joy. What always amazes me about this process is that when I'm gathering items from the house, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to get rid of that, I like that, I love that. But when I put it in a different place, as I'm looking at everything, I just find myself questioning, how much do I really like that item? How much do I really want that in my life? Is this part of the life that I am trying to create? And there is some items here that, I have done quite a few big declutters recently, and I didn't think I would have anything left if I'm being honest. But I'm looking at some of these items now thinking, it doesn't spark joy, as Marie Kondo would say. It doesn't fill me with a lot of happiness. And I'll kind of hold something in my hand and think, do I really love this? Or have I just got into the habit of seeing it in my home? Or am I relating it to a memory? And do I need to keep it just to hold on to that memory? So that's a few things to bear in mind when you're going through items. Another thing is, make sure that you get permission off anybody else that you live with. That's something that I've done, is if you live with somebody, make sure you're bringing them into this as well, because decor items are something that is in the house. It's not just your own items. And what I have done is just gone through everything that I'm thinking of getting rid of or thinking of not keeping anymore, and just made sure that that is okay with the other person. Because what you don't want to be doing is going through and tossing loads of stuff that means a lot to somebody else. So just bear that in mind as well. I didn't get rid of too many items. Nearly everything on there I absolutely love. Makes me happy and I like having around my home. But there are some things that I have decided to get rid of, which are these. These are all candle related, so that's a candle holder and it's too deep for a normal tea light. And I just wouldn't use one of those other candles in it, so I thought I'd get rid of that one. That's a topper for a candle, but I've already got one up there, which you can see here, which I use. This is a decorative candle, and as you can probably see, all it's doing is gathering dust. As well as this, which hung from a window, and it looked beautiful, but every time I open the window it annoys me, so it has to go. These were some Harry Potter things that I just don't need anymore. And finally, there was this mask on the wall downstairs, which to be honest, I've never really liked. Step 3. Clean out the space in which those items came, clean the items if they're covered in dust, and put them back in the place in which you want them to live. All these items are now going to be items that you love and that you want around your home. So give them a good clean and put them back. Step 4 is sell, donate, discard or recycle. Now, one thing to bear in mind when you're getting rid of ornaments or sentimental items perhaps is always check with family members first to make sure that they're not something from grandparents or special things that might mean a lot to somebody in the family. Just double check nobody wants them first before you either donate them or sell them. For the items that you're thinking of selling, if they've got a high value to them, then take a photograph now so you can then box the item away. Those items that you're just donating, again, put them in a box, keep everything out of sight. And obviously, if the item is in poor condition or broken, just discard it, but recycle where possible. I hope you have enjoyed today, and I can't believe we are nearly coming towards the end of these 14 days. So join me for day 12 tomorrow, and I will look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye.